Welcome back. Running a bit late here, but doing my best to get this situated. I was prepping everything for tonight's live, and we have some dough here that's going lopsided, and this is pan de muerto, or I guess you could say Day of the Dead bread. Uh, Obviously, I don't really celebrate it, but I am making the bread. I like the bread. And as well as my father-in-law, he wanted to have some Day of the Dead bread. So I looked up a recipe, and here we are. So this is my first time making it, and I will share the recipe once I have all this figured out. So right now, this would be technically a trial, since this one's my first time. But with that being said, hello everybody. Hello, Rick. Thank you, Rick, for always reaching out. Cynthia, good to see you. As you can see, we already have some dough here. As I mentioned when I started the live, this is going to be Day of the Dead bread. And I have the oven preheated at 350. What we're going to do right now is crack an egg. We're going to, beat the egg and then do the egg wash. We're going to add sugar to one, so we're not going to add to one set. So this is 8 loaves right now, 8 little loaves of bread. And what we're going to do is egg wash them all, but we're going to do it in sets of 4. So I have a large pizza pan, because obviously it wouldn't be Louis J cast iron cooking without cast iron. So I have a large pizza pan. I got 2 of these guys, so we're going to be using this one today. And this is the bread that we have here. And it's this is the second rise, so they're ready to be baked. And this is Day of the Dead bread. So today, November 2nd, is Day of the Dead for the, I want to say, Latin American community. I'm not sure, to be honest, if all of Latin America celebrates Day of the Dead. I do know Mexico does. Do I believe in that stuff? No, I am not. I'm not a believer of that stuff. I don't believe in talking with the dead, or bringing ofrendas or offerings to the dead. But I'm doing it obviously for pastry, and I love baking. So once again, I'm going to reiterate that this is something that I'm also doing for my father-in-law. He loves this bread, and for me, I also like trying new things, and I haven't done anything like this before. So we're going to do this bread. Now, I'm hoping that it turns out. I got the recipe online, and I'm hoping that it works. It is somewhat of a brioche style bread. So for those of you that are wondering, this is a sweet bread, almost like pan dulce. So that, there's that. But with that being said, let me say hello to everybody who's showed up. We got 9 people so far. Hello, Cynthia Wesley. Thank you for joining us. Rick, 4Jim44, Wyoming Yeti. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. I can't really see who else, but Garden Baby, they just said hello. So hello there. Yes, we're doing Day of the Dead bread. Today is November 2nd, which is the day that they celebrate Day of the Dead. Technically like Halloween for the Hispanic community, for the Latin American community, or the Latin America community. But anyway, we're going to do an egg wash on these guys. They're ready to go. Obviously, they're not perfect. I still need time to master the dough. I haven't really done many of these. This is the first time that I make this bread. So just for those of you that are just joining, this is the first time that I make this style of bread, and it's somewhat of a brioche style bread. And we're going to be using my my large pizza pan here. And since it's nice and round and flat, I figured it'd be great for baking 4 at a time. So we're going to be baking those. I'm going to do one set. So I'll do a set of 4, and I'm going to do the egg wash. I won't add the sugar mixture to it until after they're baked. We'll do a little bit of melted butter, and then do cinnamon sugar, or just probably sugar, actually. Most likely sugar, not cinnamon sugar, just sugar. And then, put that on the bread. And then the other half, because we have 8, the other half we're going to do, the way I know it in Mexico is it uses sesame seeds. So we'll do egg wash, we'll place some sesame seeds, and we'll get those baked. So stick around, let's get started. I know I've been rambling on for the last 5 minutes, but thank you everybody for joining tonight. And with that, let's get started. So bear with me, guys. Alrighty guys, so we got 1 egg here. I'm gonna move the camera. We have 1 egg. We have a basting brush, or yeah, I guess you could say basting brush. And we have a little whisk here. So we're gonna use 1 egg for the egg wash. For those of you that are interested in the recipe, I will post it once this video goes, uploads into the YouTube. I'll post it in a comment if you guys are interested. And I'll also do a short video for you guys, and I'll post the recipe and instructions on how to do it, or I'll place a link, to the person that I use the recipe from. So that way you guys can, if you guys want to give this a try at home, you guys can do so. So I know that we kind of jumped ahead, but I do want to show you guys a final product tonight, and this does take some time, roughly about 3 to 4 hours for everything to pretty much get ready to bake. So that's why I had to do this in advance. Alrighty guys, here we go. Gotta move this out of the way. Where are my sesame seeds? I know I just saw them. Here we are. Alright guys, so I'm gonna bake 4 on each. So let me just grab some baking sheets to put on here. Hopefully I can transfer these guys without them getting all weird. Actually, not bad at all. Hopefully you guys can see there a bit. Move you guys just a tiny tad so you guys can see when I'm moving them. Hopefully everybody's doing great tonight. Hopefully everybody had a lovely time trick-or-treating. If you guys went trick-or-treating, I don't know. I did hear on social media that a lot of people were disappointed with trick-or-treaters in the fact that nobody really trick-or-treated this year. That, or they did the, what is it, trunk-or-treat. I'll be honest, we didn't do anything, so we stayed home. Family's still kind of dealing with a little bit of a stomach bug, so we couldn't really risk it and go out and do trick-or-treating, so we stayed home this year. But hopefully everybody had a lovely Halloween. When was it? When was Halloween, actually? When was the Halloween, Exile? Yesterday? What's today's date? No, Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Anyway, my son's over here eating dinner, and they're being very, very awesome because they are keeping it down. Usually my house is pretty loud, very loud to be honest, and sometimes it's mostly our fault, the adults. Wife and I can be loud sometimes. We're loud people. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna egg wash both or all four, and on two we're gonna do the sesame seed, and the other one we're not gonna do anything. We'll do the sugar mixture once they're done baking. Haven't done brioche style bread in a while, so I've been doing a lot of baking, but mostly it's been sourdough baking and learning other recipes for sourdough baking, and I've been very focused on that a lot. So it's kind of a nice little different style of bread baking that I enjoy. And with this, what I like about this recipe that I found for this bread is that, which I didn't even know, because to be honest, every time I've had this bread, I've never really picked up on it, but it has orange zest, or you zest an orange, and you put it into the mixture of the dough when you're mixing everything together. As I mentioned, which the bakeries that are here in the U.S., I don't know if they do that. The Mexican bakeries that do these breads, because there are Mexican bakeries that you can buy these breads at, but they're sometimes hard to find, especially because not everybody does these styles of bread. They only do them during the Day of the Dead, the Dia de los Muertos, celebrations. That's pretty much when you see these breads. But not as pretty as I would like it to be, but well, hopefully it works. And I'll get to chatting with you guys in a bit. So as I mentioned, we're gonna do sesame seeds on 2 of them. Okay. Now, here's to hoping that it does work, that these bake really well, because I've never really done this recipe. So anyway, guys, here we go. I gotta move this guy. And wish me luck that I don't drop anything. Going to the oven. Alrighty. Here we go. I'm gonna set you guys down right there. And here we go. So I think, yep, the oven's ready. We're gonna bake at 350 for about 20 minutes. Remind me to grab gloves, that way I don't burn myself, because I almost grabbed that rack thinking that it wasn't hot, but I know that it is. But anyways, here's my other one, my other pizza pan that we're going to be using for the bread. So let's just transfer this one as well. And then we'll get to chit-chatting in a minute. Probably shouldn't be dragging this on the glass, but anyway, I do want to showcase some cast iron that I received, and here's the other stuff that we have, but we're gonna just let these sit here for a minute. Remind me, guys, 20 minutes. Actually, I didn't set a timer. Izel, can you set a timer for me, please? Alrighty. Izel, you can talk. You don't have to whisper. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat real quick and see what's going on. So hello, everybody. Corey Clark. Let's see, here we go. Let me start from the beginning, see what you guys have been talking about. We don't believe in Santa, but it's big fun to celebrate him all in fun. Yes, my kids, they know. I didn't even have to spoil it for them, but my kids know that Santa's not real. So hopefully, you know, you don't have your kids around and they just heard me say what I just said. But anyway, they know. You know, they know it's the parents that get the gifts for them. But anyway, yes. Let's see. Newts and Boots. Yeah, hey, Newts and Boots. I was trying to get I'm trying to get everybody's information. I'm missing a couple of people. And I have everything set already in boxes, ready for shipping, which I'm most likely going to do tomorrow. That way I can ship out to the winners from last stream. Believe me, I'm not trying to, you know, say that I'm giving out giveaways and not do it. No, we will. But Newts and Boots, I did send you a couple messages, and I know that you did respond to something, but I'm not sure if I can't recall if I got your message or not. I still have to check my emails. But yes, if Newts and Boots, if you don't want to get that pan, that's fine. But you know, I'm more than willing to ship it out. As I mentioned, I was in the process of getting everyone's emails, or you know, everybody's email sent to me. That way, I could get their addresses. But anyway, hopefully, you're okay with either receiving it, and if you're not, then let me know for sure. That way, I can do another giveaway for that pan. But anyway, Corey Clark. I made a live show finally. Yes, welcome Corey Clark. Let's see what else. Cynthia, Corey Clark, Tuesday at school night. All right, I had fun. Safe in the house, movie night with the ladies and lots of food. Cynthia, that sounds like a great time. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know if you guys were part of that you know, that cold front that came in, but man, here in the Sierras, it's cold. It is free when the sun goes down. It is freezing, and I really don't want to be outside. And as I mentioned to you guys, the last couple days have been kind of rough with the family being sick here and there. John Chapman says, heading out for a fall camp out tomorrow night, planning fajitas and pancakes on cast iron over the campfire. That sounds phenomenal. Hopefully, you're gonna pack really warm clothing as well, because you know, right now with this cold front that we have in most of the U.S., it's actually very cold, mostly freezing temperatures over the night. So, yeah. 18 degrees, my goodness. I think the lowest we got was about 29. I can't remember what night. I think that was around Halloween night. So, yeah, it was fun. I'll be honest with you guys. And we had a little bit of snow already in the mountains. John Chapman says 4 inches of snow here in Michigan this week. That's a lot. You know, for it. Well, not really. I guess I think what was it back in 2019? I think we had already snow in September, from what I can remember, or so. But anyway, alrighty, guys. Enough rambling. Here we go. So today we're going to showcase a cast iron company that is not from the U.S., but they are from Australia. They are handmade, actually Australia and New Zealand. So if you guys are interested in new cast iron cookware, Ironclad Company is a great company that produces handmade cast iron cookware. So they did ship me out the, I guess you could say, a care kit. And so let's take a look at it. I also have a skillet, and I'll show you guys how cool that is. But here we are. We have the seasoning compound. We also have a, let me set you guys down. We also have a cleaning brush. Pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Ironclad Pan Company. Pretty cool. I do like that. As I mentioned, the seasoning paste, or the seasoning compound, what do they call it? Conditioning balm, 60 gram. Here's actually some ingredients that I don't understand. Made with soy wax, Kawakawa, and sunflower oil. I've never heard of this one, and I might be. I'm sure I'm butchering that word, and I'm not pronouncing it correctly. If you guys know, let me know how to pronounce this. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to giving this a go and trying it out and see how well it does. Pretty interesting. It's not beeswax, you know, because they're saying it's soy wax. And sunflower oil is pretty much the only thing that I know. I haven't really tried soy wax, but pretty cool. They do have a list of instructions here. It says, for superior seasoning of your cast iron, apply after every use to build non-stick surface. Visit ironcladpan.com for tips and instructions. Pretty cool. And it is a 60-gram tin. And what's pretty cool as well is that they provide a little applying cloth. Pretty awesome here. So I got to give this a go, give it a try and see how well it does. And also we have, I don't know what this is, a spatula, maybe a cleaning spatula? I would say, yeah, probably a cleaning spatula. Pretty cool. Get that, you know, if you got any stuck on food, I'm sure these sharp edges will do more than well on getting your pan nice and clean without scratching or damaging the seasoning. But pretty cool. This is nice hardwood, not anything cheap. Definitely not pine. Pine is very soft. And this feels like maybe olive wood. Not sure what kind of wood this is. I mean, I'm sure if I asked my brother, he would know. But it does look like olive wood. So pretty good stuff there. So that's the care kit. And let's check out the pan itself, or the skillet itself. So let's give that a go. Alrighty, and for this one, I will most likely stand up and hand hold you guys so that you guys can see it really well. But here we are, Ironclad. Let's see, handmade to be handed down. Handmade to be handed down. The Legacy pan, it's 28 centimeters. They also have the little Legacy, which is 20 centimeters. But here we are, guys. Let's check it out so you guys can see what this is all about. Alrighty, so pretty awesome unboxing, I want to say. Packaged fairly well. I mean, it's not going to get damaged. I wish that it would have a bit more of, the packaging on it, but not bad. We also have what looks to be a certificate, because these are handmade, hand poured, I want to say. What do we have here? We have recipes, pretty awesome. Do like that. There, so you guys can see. We also have instructions, daily use and care, along with initial pre-season, letting you know how to take care of your pre-seasoning, and it's ready out of the box. Here we have another recipe, focaccia. I love focaccia. Oh, and this is for their they have a oval Dutch oven, pretty awesome. I do like that. And they have a recipe here as well. Slow roasted lamb shoulder. Pretty awesome. I like that a lot. What else do we have? A handle. Yep. It's a leather handle. Pretty nice. Good quality. I love the stitching. I think it looks great. And it looks to be high quality. Doesn't look like it's like vinyl. It does look like it's leather. It's not pleather or synthetic leather. What do they call it? Vegan leather. Yeah, no, it looks to be the real deal. So I do like the bag here that it comes in. Nice fabric, high quality stuff. It also has a tag over here. So if you want to transport your pan, you can. But all right, let's take a look at it. Put you guys down for a minute. And here we are. So I did speak with one of the owners, and she contacted me, letting me know that we can put we can put something on the pan on the bottom of it, and I did. So I told her if it could be done to put down the channel name. So here we are. It says Luis J Cast Iron Cooking. You can see it is on the bottom here, and pretty awesome here. Also gives you a what looks to be a serial number, batch number, handmade to order. Let me see if I can pick it up and get better lighting. Yeah, so number 2347, handmade to order, 2023. Pretty awesome pan. I do like the handle. I do like the pour spouts. Pretty awesome pan. I like the design. It has not been milled, so it's almost similar to a lodge pan. Let's see if we can actually move you guys to a better lighting so you guys can see it in better lighting. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so the handle, I think it's pretty long. I do like that. And it's fairly thin, but it does have good shape to the bottom. Whoops. Almost dropped you guys. I like the design. This is their 11-inch model. I do like the pour spouts. The casting it's fairly smooth, not very rough. There are rough patches here and there. I can feel like right here. I can feel a little bit of roughness, but overall fairly smooth. The handle as well, fairly smooth. No real rough edges, which is pretty nice. Lodge, for some reason, has been leaving the edge right here, and they're sharp as can be sometimes. Not every single lodge pan, but some lodge pans have a very sharp, edge here that they don't mill anymore for some reason. But I like this design. I like it a lot. And I say that with almost everything that I own. With everything that I unbox, like, oh, I like the design. But yeah, I do like this design. It is a bit different. The sides are a bit more sloped, not so straight edged, a little bit more angled. As I mentioned, I do like the pour spouts. I do like that little pointy edge. And overall, I think it's pretty cool. From my understanding, I thought this was going to be casted into it, but I mean, that would be expensive because you would have to make molds for every single person that ordered one of these. You can order this. The prices are in the Australian currency, so if you look at the prices and they look ridiculous, just know that that's the pricing in Australian currency. So if you do go and you look at the prices and you add it into your cart, when you're near the end, it will tell you the amount in US dollars. So they're fairly priced. They are, I'll be honest, they're around the same price as a field company, the same price as a smithy. So they're around that price. Now you can order a standard one, without this stuff, and it's going to be obviously less expensive. But I thought this was pretty cool. And yeah, so now I have something from, other than Chinese, I have something from Australia or New Zealand. And pretty awesome. I like it a lot. So I'm excited to give this a go. I'll do obviously a full review for you guys. But I think this is pretty cool. I like it a lot. As I mentioned, I like the engraving on here. So this is technically, a pan for the channel. Luis J Cast Iron Cooking. And as I mentioned, also engraved with the serial number, handmade to order, 2023. So pretty cool. Let me see. Set you guys down right here, and I will take a look at the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. Jimmy Langford says, almost looks like a chef skillet. Yeah, that's actually that's the way I see it as well. It looks like a chef skillet to me. And the handle is, as I mentioned, very thin, but it has a good amount of length to it. Not as short as a lodge handle, and not as the girth is, like I said, on the lodge, a bit bigger than this one here. So it does feel comfortable in the hand, although I will say that the handle feels a bit fragile, but I mean, I highly doubt that it is. That ridge, I'm sure it's going to help out a lot. And just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, you can see that there's a ridge to it right here, but it is fairly thin. It is very, very thin. But I do like that. It does feel good in the hand. Let's see. Oh, I like, yeah, the design of that helper handle is actually fairly nice as well. I do like that a lot. So you don't see, you know, I like this pointy, it almost reminds me of the Finex. Finex has something similar to this, but it obviously doesn't have this little, you know, this little opening here. It's just one single piece. So this is fairly nice. I do like that. I do like the sharp edges. You don't see many American pans with sharp edges, and I do like the sharp edges a lot. So yeah, it's very, I like that. Alrighty, let's see, what else do we have? Rick says, I'd rock that in my kitchen. Yep, pretty cool. I might order one. I think it's the smaller version, so the 20 centimeter. I might order that and do a giveaway for you guys. So if you guys are interested, I'm thinking about placing an order for that and doing a giveaway for this company. This company's been, I've seen it more than once. I've seen it several times. And to be honest, the first time that I saw this brand was actually on Instagram from she's very popular. She's a baker, but she does also a lot of cooking. And she was doing, I think it was sourdough in their Dutch oven. And their Dutch oven, as I mentioned, oval, pretty awesome design. I like it a lot. And I thought it was pretty cool. The design was nice. So that I'm interested in as well. So I might do a review on their Dutch oven. As I mentioned, it is an oval design, so I don't have anything like that in my, yeah, I mean, I don't need it, obviously, but I don't have anything like that. Everything that I own that are Dutch ovens are round. But anyway, something I might consider down the road. Cynthia Wesley says, the way you season Luis, it'll be smooth as butter. Yeah, I'm believing that as well. And to be honest, guys, I like the fact that it hasn't been milled. I know that that's all the craze and that everybody wants milled surfaces. That's all great. And I love it. But I'll show you guys why sometimes I don't like milled surfaces. Here we have the new, and I showcase it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this is the new Smithy 12-inch, I guess you could say like cross, you know, like a cross with Knob Creek. So this is the Knob Creek edition. It's engraved. So that's the only difference here is it's engraved. The other difference that it's seasoned 18 times. But as you can see, the seasoning didn't fare well. So even though it's seasoned 18 times, this is what happens when you have a very sleek surface. The seasoning has a hard time adhering to it. Is this an issue? No, it's just cosmetic because it's not going to cause any kind of issue to the pan, and they will still perform well. This always happens to Smithies, to Stargazers, to butter pats, to all the pans that are smooth as can be. The only ones it doesn't happen to are the Finex because of the sides. It does happen to the bottom, but not the side. And Lodge. Why? Because this pebbly surface actually helps seasoning adhere to the pan. So you're not going to have too much of an issue versus something like this. As I mentioned, not a problem. It's just cosmetic. And if you guys have seen any of my other videos, then you guys have seen that you can season these pans because my other ones are pretty much jet black. And the seasoning has held really well, and I've owned them for over 2 years now, and I've had no issues at all. Hence why I like this brand. Smithy always has great stuff as well. And the searing power of these are amazing because they're heavy as can be. So these are great for that stuff. You can't really saute in these. They're not meant to be moved around. But this, on the other hand, gives you that you know, that vibe, that aspect that it can be something for sauteing. Whether it be some vegetables or, you know, anything else. But pretty awesome, as I mentioned. That's the only reason why I feel like this is going to be a great pan. And it will season and get darker faster than the Smithy. Not that that's a bad thing, as I mentioned. Not an issue. But anyway, let's see. What else do you guys have to say? Oh, 20 minutes. My son actually did set a timer. He listened to me for the first time. My son's 10 years old and he's starting to become very distracted. He's very into his video games. He's very into his own little world. So sometimes when I ask him something, he won't listen. But let me stop the timer and let's take a look at the bread. I haven't seen it yet, so looks like it needs a bit more time. But let me stop the timer. All right, let me set another timer really quickly. So bear with me. I'll set another timer for about maybe another, I don't know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. There we go. See, that's what it looks like with the handle cover. So pretty beautiful handle cover. I think the whole combination looks great. I like it a lot and feels good. Yeah, see, this feels like you could saute in this. Almost, as I mentioned, feels like a chef skillet. So pretty awesome. Anyway, there we go. Let me take a look at the bread real quick. I should probably flip it around. Yep, maybe flip it around. Looks like one side is getting uneven baking. So bear with me, I gotta flip this around, guys. I'll show you guys the final product in a minute. Alright, come on. Alright, here we go. Oh man, that sucks. They got lopsided, guys. Nah, they didn't hold up well on the baking process. They got lopsided. Well, it is what it is. Alrighty. Anyway. Oh, my oven's making some weird noises. Let's see, what does it say? Yeah, pleather is fake leather. Yeah, pleather. No, this doesn't look like pleather. This does look like it's real leather. That's what I was trying to say. Well, actually, I don't know. It does look like real leather. Shoot, I don't know. At this point, they've synthesized leather so well that sometimes it's hard to tell, but it does look like real leather. I mean, does it matter? Not really. I mean, you know, it's mostly for moving it around, transferring it, whether it's from the table to the, from the oven to the table. Because I don't recommend that you cook with these. Sometimes they can get burned or charred, so I would be careful. Especially if you have a gas burner, they're more likely to burn. If you have an electric stovetop, that's not going to be a problem. You can leave them on, they won't get burnt. But if you have a gas cooktop, yeah, be careful. I wouldn't cook with these. But anyway, let's take a look at the certificate that we have here. So you guys can see they did send me a certificate. I haven't seen it myself, so let's take a look. Don't really want to rip it. Val's Black Cat's Rule says sweet pan. It is actually. Indeed it is. Come on now. Shoot. I guess I should just rip it at this point. Alright. Let me grab a little knife. Alrighty, guys. So let's see. Nope, don't do that. Alrighty. Here we are. Let's see. What does it say? It's like your Ironclad guarantee contract. My goodness, this contract outlines the Ironclad Pan Company's Ltd. Commitment to replace your Ironclad legacy cookware for 3 generations or 100 years from this date of purchase. As it turns out, offering a genuine 100-year guarantee was almost as difficult as making a product that would last that long. But we're proud to say we did, and you're holding it. All right, great. So this is this is an actual contract, a guarantee, because you can see here they They have articles here. It says Article 1, your Ironclad Legacy Cookware. 1 dash or 1 point A, B, C, D. My goodness. Article 2. Yeah, they went all out. Holy moly. This thing is huge. Yeah, so they have, and then at the end, you can see that they did, not necessarily signed, but yes, it is. Their signatures are printed on the bottom. So the person that I talked to is the co-founder, which is Kate Slavin. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, but yes, Kate, thank you very much, Kate, for this. Pretty awesome. I don't know if she's gonna see this, but I'll probably post this on online so that they can see this. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Right, that's enough legal stuff from us. It's time to grab your Ironclad Legacy cookware and make some memories. But first, it's your turn to do something. Consider it your half of the guarantee. Prepare your cookware. Take the time to follow the instructions online. It's worth the effort. It will protect your cookware and set you up for generations of delicious meals. Pretty awesome. As I mentioned, this thing is huge. Look at that. They weren't joking when they were saying that this was a contract. For a minute, I just thought it was a small piece of paper that just had, like a serial number or something like that. But pleasantly surprised. Pretty awesome. I like that a lot. So yeah, Ironclad, pretty cool. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? I'm trying to catch up with the chat. You guys have any questions, let me know. Val's Black Cat's Rule says, Cynthia, I stumbled upon this live. Ocean says, that's a nice touch, like an old Western document. Correct, that's the way I feel. This is like legit. This is, a hardcore document there that is stating your warranty. And not a lot of companies do that. They'll say, yes, we'll warranty your cookware for, X amount of time. But they don't really send you, they went out and, they were being serious. So pretty cool. Corey Clark says, that's the cast iron constitution. Yeah, that's exactly what was going through my mind when I was reading this. It's almost like the cast iron constitution there. Val's Black Cat Rule says, read the fine print. You could be agreeing to do something strange. Yeah, next thing you know, they're going to be like, well, we sent you this pan and we need you to model with this pan. No, it doesn't say anything like that. Just kidding, guys. No, it's just a guarantee for the pan, which is pretty cool, but I highly doubt that I'll need a guarantee for this. It looks pretty solid. It's nice and thick, but not to the point that it's overweight. It's light enough to saute. It's light enough to carry with one hand without struggling. Not only that, but the handle is actually has great ergonomics, so easy to move. See, look at that. Just using the wrist, not really using the hand there. So pretty awesome. Definitely cannot do that with the Smithy. That will break my hand. But as I mentioned, the Smithy is more of a searing workhorse. That thing is that will sear any protein like no other. Oh, great. The bread is almost done. I think I should take it out. It's been about 25 minutes now. So I forgot to set the timer. I'm over here chit-chatting and I didn't set the timer. Let me take a look, guys. Alrighty, just so you guys could see, I'm going to move you guys here. Alrighty, guys. And there we are. Look at those. They look good. I mean, they're lopsided. They're pointing one way and the other. It's like not the prettiest bread, but definitely it does look like the other Los Muertos bread, I'll be honest. That's what it looks like. But let me get these out and we can continue going. Alrighty, I'm going to put you guys here so you guys can see. I got to move this pan. Alrighty. And I'm going to grab my gloves. By the way, guys, I got some new mittens, some oven mittens. These are from Headley & Bennett. And I like this a lot. Just really quickly, I want to show you guys. I like the interior. I've gotten some other ones that are fuzzy, and they have like polyester in the inside, and I don't like it because sometimes it gets stuck to your hand. And I've noticed, and that's why I threw out my old ones. I noticed that stuff getting into my food, so I stopped using them and tossed them. But this one looks like it's cotton, so I do like that. I prefer cotton over synthetic stuff because technically that would be plastic going into my food. So I do like these a lot. Pretty awesome. And they're not as expensive as I thought they were going to be, so that's a plus. All right. There we are. Look at that, guys. I think it looks pretty good. As I mentioned, they went a little lopsided. That one went super lopsided. That's supposed to be right there, but it's not. This guy is also lopsided, went to the side. This one as well. I mean, they're just kind of lopsided here and there, but this is what the bread looks like. If you go to a Mexican bakery, that's Dia de los Muertos bread or pan de muerto. So what I got to do now is melt some butter, add some sugar to these, and then move these over to a cooling rack while I get these ready. All right, these guys are done. Oh yeah, they feel nice and airy, although they are hot. So I gotta pick them up another way. We'll do this. It's better. And these guys, we'll just leave them here for now. We're gonna prepare some melted butter, and then we'll add some sugar to those guys. Alrighty, here we go. And I have softened butter here, but I'm probably just going, well, I don't know. I guess I could just try basting it right now. We have a little basting brush right here. We'll see if it works. Oh yeah, it works. There we go. So I'm adding the butter so that the sugar can adhere to the bread. And that is why we didn't do anything on these like we did on the other that has the sesame seeds. They might look goofy, but I'm hoping that they taste delicious because they smell great. I wish you guys could smell these. Alrighty. Now time to add some sugar. You know what? Actually, guys, I'm probably going to do the cinnamon sugar that I had mentioned that I wasn't going to do. So I will do the cinnamon sugar because who doesn't like cinnamon sugar? Plus, it feels a bit festive. So we'll do a little bit of the cinnamon sugar here. And sprinkle to your delight. It's almost like a pastry now. We won't do too much. I don't want to go overboard either. Because the dough is pretty sweet, pretty enriched. There's a lot of butter in there. There's a lot of sugar in there already as well. There's orange zest. So they are pretty decadent already. But there we are, guys. I think they look pretty good. Probably could do a bit more, but I don't want to add too much. As I mentioned, to your own liking. So there we are. What do you guys think? Do you guys want a recipe? Let me know if you guys do, and if so, I will do a short with the recipe added to it. All I'm gonna do now is, if you guys can see my tea kettle here, I do like a percolator, and I got this off of Amazon. It has a glass knob here, and you can. This is the best way to make coffee, in my opinion, because it works so well. There's already coffee in here, so I'm gonna enjoy this with some coffee, and I'm gonna share as well. So I'm gonna take these over to the family, because why wouldn't I? And I know that I was here a bit late, but I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I wanted to showcase the Ironclad pan, and I've been meaning to do so because I've actually had it for over 2 weeks now. And I just didn't have a good time to do it, and I figured that today was a good time to do it. But let me move these real quick before I say goodbye. Alrighty, we're gonna get ready to do the other ones, but I won't bore you guys with that. As I mentioned, I think I showcased the pan. I think that I'm gonna enjoy that pan very well. And look for a live, or I'm sorry, not a live. Look for a short in the upcoming day or days. But either way, let me know what you guys think. Leave that in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the pan. Would you guys consider the pan? Also, with regarding the recipe for tonight, let me know if you guys would consider doing, bread like this. I would tear it open right now, but if you do, the bread is in essence still cooking, still baking. So we got to let these rest for at least 20 minutes before you break them open. But I'll do a little short for you guys so you guys can see what they look like on the inside. But I'm excited. My mouth is watering. These smell amazing, and they look. I mean, they don't look fantastic, but I do like the way they turned out. So I'm happy that at least they puffed up a bit and they baked. And with that, as I mentioned, let me know if you guys want a recipe for this. I will, share it with you guys. But it's almost like a brioche with orange zest. So sugar, milk, yeast, flour. What else did I add to this? Sugar, salt, orange zest, a couple more other ingredients. Not very hard to do, so very easy. And if you guys have a stand mixer, I highly recommend that you use a stand mixer. Let it go until you can do the window pane test, and after that, let it rise for about an hour or so, then divide, and from there you can do this. And I can show you guys in a video how I did all this, how I made them this shape. So with that, as I said, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want a recipe and a more in detail of this. But I hope that you guys have a lovely night, a lovely evening. And as always, I appreciate everybody who joined today, and I appreciate everybody who supported the channel. So with that, I will catch you guys next week. And next week we'll most likely do the giveaway. We'll do another one. I will be sending out. So for those of you that are here that won a prize last live, I am very sorry for not shipping out. But I've been trying to contact everybody, and it has been taking a lot longer than I anticipated to get everybody's contact information to get all these items shipped out. But with that being said, thank you guys for joining tonight. I will see you guys next live, which I'm hoping will be next week. All right, guys, bye.